It's been a long wait, but 95-year-old Yoro Diao is finally going home. In his tiny studio in a Parisian suburb, he's preparing to leave together with 8 other former Senegalese riflemen. The decorated soldier fought for France in both Indochina and Algeria, but like other veterans, he had to live there for half the year or lose his military pension. Firstly, I gave France my blood, even if I didn't actually bleed, and my youth. My youth, the memory. I forget everything now. I forget everything. I'm old. In January, France dropped the condition, saying they could return home for good and continue receiving their monthly allowance of €950. It said it would also pay for the flights and move of veterans wishing to leave. It's a victory, a second victory after the war. We're allowed to go home while receiving our old age benefits. We will live well there. It's not at my age that I'm going to go off and marry a lot of women. What am I going to do with my benefits? I'm going to live, eat. You see, if this allows you to go home, to live well, to walk around the village, well, that's heaven. Hundreds of thousands of African soldiers fought for France in the 2 world wars and against independence movements in Indochina and Algeria. But today, only a few dozen of the former riflemen are still alive, and some of them are too frail to return home. It's difficult to live in a hostel in 7 square meters with no sanitary facilities, doing their shopping alone without their family. I've questioned this because I'm thinking they fought for France, yet they live in terrible conditions. And the second thing is that obviously they contributed to our freedom. To think that the French state did not recognize us and allow them to be French, that was inconceivable for me. It was even a shock. And for that reason, I fought these battles for them and will continue to do so. The men were granted French nationality in 2017 only, after years of lobbying. Another victory for these old men who will return home on Friday, where they can finally live in peace, surrounded by their families.